So when we talk about living organisms, so basically living organisms, certain organisms that have certain characteristics, like all living organisms can move. So whenever there is movement of one particular organism on its own is referred to as a living organism. The second characteristic can be growth. All organisms grow. Some may grow at a relatively very high speed, or some may grow in relatively very slow speed. If we take the case of plants, they grow in height at a smaller rate as compared to of the living beings or the human beings. The third important property is reproduction. So all living organisms reproduce to give birth to young ones. It can either be in the case of plants or in the case of animals. So these are the properties of living organisms. Now, when we talk about the organizational structure, it is actually a flow chart, or we can say it is actually a link from the smallest unit of living organism to a combined organism. And these groups of various linkages is referred to as the organizational structure. So the first step or the basic unit of this structure is referred to as the cell. So in all living organisms are made up of cell, and this cell can be in billions of cells. If we talk about the multicellular living organisms, like the case of human beings. So when we have a cell has a fixed definite function to perform. A cell will have certain basic compounds, like every cell will have a nucleus. So when the cell has the nucleus, that is the brain of the cell, it will guide the cell to do all the other activities like diffusion of various gases, excretion of various products, and other movement or other growth related functions. Now when a cell has a specific role to perform, and when these cells combine together, they result into the formation of tissue. So when cells having similar function come together or are grouped together, it refers to a tissue. So for example, we have muscular tissue. That means all the cells which have a role to give muscular strength to the body are combined together and referred to as the muscular tissue. Similarly, we have the nervous tissue. So all those cells which actually control the nervous system in the body are referred to as the nerve cells, and when these nerve cells combine together are referred to as the nervous tissue. So when tissues having similar function are combined together, it results into the formation of an organ. So when all the nerve system or all these cells or all the tissues combine together, which actually control the nervous system, they will actually form an organ, and that organ can be a brain or even a spinal cord. Other organs can be, we have kidney, even we have liver. So when we talk about the liver organ, it will have tissues which will be similar in function, and those tissue will actually have those cells which are performing a similar function. So when similar organisms or similar cells combine together, they form a tissue. From the tissue they form an organ, and from the organ they form an organ system. So basically those organs which are combined together who are actually performing a definite function, like for example if we talk of the digestive system. So when we talk about the digestive system, so all those organs are combined together which helps in digestion. And those organs can be the mouth, the food pipe or the esophagus. Then we have stomach, small intestines. So all these are organs. So when organs performing a definite function, that is the role of digestion in this case, it will form an organ system. Now when all these organ systems, like we have the nervous system, we have the respiratory system. So when all these systems combine together, their combination is referred to as an organism. So when a living organism is there, that means it is present. So it will definitely have certain organ systems which are combined together to form that living organism. And that organ system is actually made up of organs. That organ is made up of tissues which perform similar functions, and tissues is actually a group of cells. So this is how the organizational structure is divided into various levels. The basic or the smallest level is the cell, and the highest level is the organ system, or we can say the organism. So this was the concept on the organization structure of the living organism.